Welcome to our journey into the fascinating world of modeling biological systems. Today, we'll explore how scientists use mathematical and computational tools to simulate the complex processes of life. From the smallest cells to entire ecosystems, modeling helps us understand, predict, and even manipulate biological phenomena. Whether you're curious about how diseases spread or how plants grow, modeling provides a window into the unseen mechanisms of nature. Let's begin by understanding what modeling means in the context of biology and why it's become such a crucial part of modern science. Biological model is a simplified representation of a biological process or system. These models can be physical, like a 3D structure of a protein, or abstract, such as mathematical equations describing population growth. The goal is to capture the essential features of the system, making it easier to analyze and predict its behavior. By focusing on key components and interactions, models help scientists test hypotheses, design experiments, and interpret data. In essence, a good model balances simplicity with enough detail to be useful and accurate. Modeling biological systems allows researchers to explore scenarios that might be difficult, expensive, or even impossible to test in real life. For example, predicting the spread of a virus in a population or understanding how a gene mutation affects an organism. Models can reveal hidden patterns, suggest new experiments, and guide decision-making in fields like medicine, agriculture, and conservation. By simulating different conditions, scientists can anticipate outcomes and develop strategies to address real-world challenges. There are several types of biological models, each suited to different questions and scales. Physical models, like anatomical replicas, help visualize structures. Mathematical models use equations to describe processes such as enzyme reactions or population dynamics. Computational models, powered by computers, simulate complex systems like neural networks or ecosystems. Each type offers unique insights, and often scientists combine them to tackle multifaceted problems in biology. Mathematical models are at the heart of many biological simulations. These models use equations to describe how variables change over time or space. For example, the famous Lock-Volterra equations model predator-prey relationships in ecosystems. By adjusting parameters, scientists can predict how populations will fluctuate under different conditions. Mathematical models are powerful because they can be analyzed, solved, and even used to make forecasts about future behavior. Computational models use the power of computers to simulate biological systems that are too complex for simple equations. These models can handle vast amounts of data and simulate interactions between thousands or even millions of components. For example, computational models are used to simulate the spread of infectious diseases, the folding of proteins, or the behavior of entire ecosystems. With advances in computing, these models are becoming more detailed and accurate, opening new frontiers in biological research. Physical models are tangible representations of biological structures. Think of a 3D printed heart or a plastic model of DNA. These models help students and researchers visualize and understand the shapes and relationships of biological components. In the lab, physical models can also be used to test mechanical properties or demonstrate how molecules interact. While they may not capture every detail, physical models are invaluable for education and communication. Biological systems operate at many scales, from molecules to entire ecosystems. Models can be tailored to focus on a single cell, tissue, an organ, or even a population of organisms. For example, molecular models help us understand how drugs bind to proteins, while ecological models track animal populations across landscapes. By choosing the right scale, scientists can address specific questions and connect findings across levels of organization. Building a biological model is a step-by-step process. It starts with defining the question and identifying the key components of the system. Next, scientists choose the type of model and gather data to inform its structure. The model is then constructed, tested, and refined based on how well it matches real-world observations. This iterative process ensures that models remain accurate and useful as new data becomes available. Accurate models depend on high-quality data. Scientists collect data from experiments, field studies, and literature to inform their models. This data might include measurements of gene expression, population sizes, or environmental conditions. The more reliable the data, the better the model can represent reality. Sometimes models also help identify gaps in our knowledge, guiding future research and data collection efforts. Parameters are the adjustable values in a model that determine its behavior. For example, a model of disease spread might include parameters for infection rate and recovery time. Scientists estimate these parameters using experimental data or statistical methods. Accurate parameter estimation is crucial for making reliable predictions. Sometimes, parameters are fine-tuned until the model's output matches observed data as closely as possible. Once a model is built, it must be validated to ensure it accurately represents the real system. Validation involves comparing the model's predictions to independent data that wasn't used in building the model. If the model performs well, it can be trusted for predictions and decision-making. If not, it may need to be revised or expanded. Validation is a critical step that builds confidence in the model's usefulness. Sensitivity analysis examines how changes in model parameters affect the output. By tweaking one parameter at a time, scientists can identify which factors have the biggest impact on the system. This helps prioritize research efforts and focus on the most influential variables. Sensitivity analysis also reveals how robust a model is to uncertainty, making it a valuable tool for improving model reliability. All models involve some degree of uncertainty, whether from limited data, unknown mechanisms, or simplifying assumptions. Scientists use various techniques to quantify and manage this uncertainty, such as running simulations with different parameter values or using probabilistic models. Understanding uncertainty helps researchers interpret model predictions and communicate their confidence in the results. Modeling biological systems has revolutionized medicine. Models are used to predict disease outbreaks, design personalized treatments, and understand the progression of illnesses like cancer or diabetes. For example, models of the human heart help doctors plan surgeries, while models of viral spread inform public health strategies. By integrating patient data, models are paving the way for precision medicine and better healthcare outcomes. Ecological models help us understand and manage natural environments. These models simulate interactions between species, track the flow of energy and nutrients, and predict the effects of environmental changes. For instance, models can forecast the impact of climate change on animal populations or guide conservation efforts for endangered species. Ecological modeling is essential for protecting biodiversity and ensuring sustainable ecosystems. Genetic and genomic models explore how genes and their interactions shape the traits of organisms. These models can predict the effects of genetic mutations, guide breeding programs, or help identify disease-causing genes. With the explosion of genomic data, computational models are now essential for analyzing complex genetic networks and understanding the blueprint of life. Infectious disease modeling has become especially important in recent years. These models simulate how diseases spread through populations, helping public health officials plan interventions and allocate resources. By adjusting parameters like transmission rate or vaccination coverage, scientists can predict the course of an outbreak and evaluate the effectiveness of control measures. Disease modeling saves lives by informing timely and effective responses. Systems biology is an interdisciplinary field that uses models to study the complex interactions within biological systems. Instead of focusing on individual parts, systems biology looks at how genes, proteins, and other molecules work together to produce life's functions. Models in this field integrate data from many sources, revealing emergent properties that can't be understood by studying components in isolation. Synthetic biology combines engineering principles with biology to design new biological systems. Models are essential in this field, helping scientists predict how engineered genes or pathways will behave before they're built in the lab. By simulating different designs, researchers can optimize performance and avoid costly mistakes. Modeling accelerates innovation in biotechnology, from biofuels to medicine. Cell signaling models help scientists understand how cells communicate and respond to their environment. These models use equations and simulations to track the flow of information through signaling pathways. By modeling these processes, researchers can uncover how cells make decisions, how signals go wrong in diseases, and how drugs can restore normal function. Metabolic network models map out the chemical reactions that sustain life. These models help scientists understand how cells convert nutrients into energy and building blocks. By simulating metabolic pathways, researchers can predict the effects of genetic changes, design better crops, or develop new antibiotics. Metabolic modeling is a powerful tool for both basic research and biotechnology. Developmental biology models explore how organisms grow and develop from a single cell into complex beings. These models simulate processes like cell division, differentiation, and tissue formation. By modeling development, scientists can uncover the rules that guide growth and identify what goes wrong in birth defects or cancer. Developmental models bridge the gap between genes and form. Neural network models mimic the structure and function of the brain. These models range from simple circuits to large-scale simulations of brain regions. By modeling how neurons connect and communicate, scientists can study learning, memory, and behavior. Neural models also inspire artificial intelligence, bridging biology and technology in exciting ways. Population dynamics models track how groups of organisms change over time. These models use equations to describe birth rates, death rates, and interactions like competition or predation. By modeling populations, scientists can predict trends, manage wildlife, and understand the impact of human activities on ecosystems. Evolutionary models simulate how species change over generations. These models incorporate genetic variation, natural selection, and random events to predict evolutionary outcomes. By modeling evolution, scientists can explore the origins of diversity, the spread of advantageous traits, and the impact of environmental changes on species survival. Agricultural models help farmers and researchers optimize crop yields, manage pests, and conserve resources. These models simulate plant growth, soil conditions, and weather patterns to guide decision-making. By integrating data from sensors and experiments, agricultural models support sustainable farming and food security. Animal behavior models simulate how animals interact with each other and their environment. These models help scientists understand migration patterns, social structures, and responses to environmental changes. By modeling behavior, researchers can predict the impact of habitat loss, climate change, or conservation efforts on animal populations. Models of human physiology simulate how organs and systems function together. These models are used to study processes like blood flow, metabolism, and hormone regulation. By modeling physiology, scientists can design better medical devices, understand disease mechanisms, and personalize treatments for individual patients. Microbial community models explore how bacteria, fungi, and other microbes interact in environments like soil, water, or the human gut. These models help scientists understand nutrient cycling, disease transmission, and the role of microbes in health and disease. Modeling microbial communities is key to advances in medicine, agriculture, and environmental science. Plant growth models simulate how plants develop in response to light, water, nutrients, and other factors. These models are used to improve crop yields, study plant adaptation, and guide breeding programs. By By modeling plant growth, scientists can optimize agricultural practices and develop resilient crops for changing climates. Environmental models predict how changes in climate, land use, or pollution affect biological systems. These models help policymakers and scientists assess risks, plan for the future, and develop strategies to mitigate negative impacts. By modeling environmental change, we can better protect ecosystems and human health. Drug development models simulate how new medicines interact with biological systems. These models help researchers predict drug effects, optimize dosing, and identify potential side effects before clinical trials. By modeling drug interactions, pharmaceutical companies can speed up development and reduce costs, bringing new treatments to patients faster. Protein structure models reveal how proteins fold and function. These models are built using experimental data and computational techniques. By understanding protein structures, scientists can design better drugs, study disease mechanisms, and engineer proteins for industrial or medical use. Protein modeling is a cornerstone of modern biotechnology. Disease progression models simulate how illnesses develop and change over time. These models help doctors predict patient outcomes, plan treatments, and monitor the effectiveness of interventions. By modeling progression, healthcare providers can make more informed decisions and improve patient care. Conservation models help protect endangered species and habitats. These models simulate population trends, habitat requirements, and the effects of human activities. By modeling conservation scenarios, scientists can prioritize actions, allocate resources, and measure the success of interventions. Modeling is a vital tool for preserving biodiversity. Social behavior models explore how individuals interact within groups, whether in animal societies or human populations. These models can simulate cooperation, competition, and the spread of information or behaviors. By modeling social dynamics, researchers gain insights into collective decision-making and the emergence of complex social patterns. Technology models guide the design and optimization of biological products and processes. These models are used in industries ranging from pharmaceuticals to agriculture. By simulating production processes, scientists can improve yields, reduce waste, and develop innovative products. Modeling accelerates progress and innovation in biotechnology. Visualization tools turn complex model data into understandable images and animations. These visualizations help scientists interpret results, communicate findings, and engage the public. From 3D models of molecules to animated simulations of ecosystems, visualization makes the invisible world of biology accessible to everyone. Modeling biological systems is not without challenges. Biological systems are incredibly complex and data can be limited or noisy. Simplifying assumptions are often necessary, but they can introduce errors. Balancing detail with simplicity, managing uncertainty, and integrating data from diverse sources are ongoing challenges for modelers. Future of modeling biological systems is bright. Advances in computing, data collection, and artificial intelligence are enabling more detailed and accurate models. Interdisciplinary collaboration is bringing together experts from biology, mathematics, engineering, and computer science. As models become more powerful, they will continue to transform our understanding of life and drive innovation across science and medicine. Ethical considerations are important in modeling biological systems, especially when models inform decisions that affect health, the environment, or society. Transparency, data privacy, and responsible use of models are key concerns. Scientists must ensure that models are used ethically and that their limitations are clearly communicated to decision makers and the public. Modeling biological systems often requires collaboration between scientists from different fields. Biologists, mathematicians, computer scientists, and engineers work together to build, test, and refine models. This teamwork brings diverse perspectives and expertise, leading to more robust and innovative solutions to complex biological problems. Modeling is a powerful tool for education. By building and exploring models, students gain a deeper understanding of biological concepts and develop critical thinking skills. Educational models range from simple classroom activities to sophisticated computer simulations. Modeling prepares the next generation of scientists to tackle the challenges of the future. In summary, modeling biological systems is a cornerstone of modern science. It allows us to explore the complexity of life, make predictions, and solve real-world problems. As technology advances, models will become even more integral to research, medicine, and education. By embracing modeling, we unlock new possibilities for understanding and improving the world around us.